Hey everyone, ACAT is here, and I'm back with episode 16 of Let's Play 2 Point Hospital. Today we're back in Mitten University, seeing what we can do for our second star. Let's just see where we are. It's been a few weeks, so staff promotions, okay. We don't have a lot of money. That's been the main challenge here at Mitten. Not so much money. Injection room required. Get patient to wait. I don't think we can do that yet because we haven't finished the research. So, sorry, you're going to have to go home. And there's a mock star emergency, so we can't deal with that as we have no psychiatry. We need to train some staff as well, but the training room's currently in use. Did I not build a psychiatry? Doesn't look like it. It also doesn't look like I've got the space to either, so we're going to need to open up a new plot. I also diagnose a patient with mood poisoning, but it requires an injection room. And sort your grammar out, game. I don't mean to be a grammar Nazi, but I can't help it. It's in my blood. We can probably fit a psychiatry here. How much do we need to afford one? Let's have a look. Psychiatry, 6,000, might be okay. Basic size, right. Let's have people facing in weird directions, just because we can. We found out last time that the small radiators are not the way to go. They don't really give much heat off at all, so it's a bit of a waste of time.
Rainbow, featuring the robust spigot noir. With a bouquet of blackberries and
squeeze as much stuff in here as possible.
This wine will simply knock your socks off. In fact,
as we continue killing patients around the hospital. Right, there we go, and pow, there we go. Our psychiatry is ready. I realise we probably have a problem here that we may not have any doctors who have psychiatry skills. Oh, we do. That's good. Must have finished that training last time. I forget. It's one of my greatest abilities. There's lots more training required. This person wants promotion. Fine. And a new staff challenge. Oh gosh. If only they would have asked a second ago about 3 staff. I think we're going to probably fail that, but we'll see. This training's nearly done, so we can get some more training done. We need to train Byron Radish as a janitor. We need to train an assistant and a nurse. So that's Trollop, Smudge, and Radish. Sound like Harry Potter characters. Let's see, right, so Smudge, Radish, there we go, and Trollop. Those are the ones, pretty sure. Let's see what courses they can all take. We don't need that. Stamina training is probably a good one. And we can get one of our janitors to train them. Excellent. Free training. Everyone thinks that because we've been trained, they need to be promoted. That's not how it works. Paid all that money to train you, so that you do the same job for cheaper. Right, looks like I need another doctor, as we don't have enough resources to fit one in the psychiatry at the moment. Right, so you won't be able to do psychiatry, but one of our doctors will. Okay, Augustus Lavender from Holistics reportedly scattered some of his special homemade compost in the hospital grounds as he left. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds a bit weird. And we were rewarded with 8 rep. Cool. I know our money's getting low. I don't mind. In fact, I think it might even be time to pay back a loan. And then we're not paying it off. Added interest. Right, looks like our GP queues are once again pretty big. Staff training required. More? You'll have to wait. What's wrong with you? Moping people? Feeling... you have no feelings. Perhaps that's what's wrong. Good temperature. A new illness. Night fever. Night fever. Psychiatric rather. Condition leading to spontaneous outbreaks of dancing caused by prolonged exposure to mirror balls. We'll send the patient for treatment in our psychiatry. Good idea. We've got one of those now. Do you desperately need the Lewis? He does. He's desperate for the toilet. Ugly environment? We're in the toilet. What do you expect? Yeah. Huge queues for doctors at the moment, so let's close that down. What's going on? Why do we have huge queues for doctors? Because we don't have enough doctors, or because we have... oh my gosh. Okay, huge queue for the psychiatry at the moment. Let's at least give them somewhere to sit down.
We're sorry for the litter that you dropped on our floor. Need to get some radiators out here. There, burn! Okay, lots of things going on, lots of staff want promoting. Ugh. I always want so much more money. Luckily, I think we're good for it at the moment anyway. Still need an injection room. You are going to have to wait, because I definitely need to buy another plot now. And, still not ready to train you yet. This person is not very quick at training, and she needs a toilet. Let's have this horrible temperature gauge on. Right. Okay. Wow! Open up a psychiatry, and then all of a sudden, everybody who's everybody wants to come. I think we can reorganise this ward, which I've just noticed doesn't have any use at all. Right, let's remove that door there. Get rid of that bed, move that there. We have room for another room. Okay, sorry, there's a big clear of the throat there. Right, so we've got a bit more room there. I wonder if the... keep looking to do an injection room, and I keep remembering we haven't unlocked an injection room just yet. So that's no good. Right, so...
Trouble making ends meet.
that room's got a pretty big queue, and where is the doctor going?
Need some extra dough.
Needs a toilet.
Call Smell My Cash. Because an 80% interest
So,
repayment
it looks like we've got
plan
doctors
is
in
nothing
most of
to
the
sniff
rooms,
at.
except the
Smell my
psychiatry.
cash.
No, we do have a doctor in.
The
What are you
desperate
doing?
solution. More 2 Point. More often. This is 2 Point Radio.
9! Do I just clone this one? Okay, let's do it. Let's make a second psychiatry. This is a psychiatry ward. This is where you go when you need to talk to somebody.
Have a snack. We'll be right back.
The receptionist doing rhymes all the time. That's so pathetic. Scratch that. Pretend I didn't say anything. Right, Betty Tingle wants to do some training. So Betty Tingle and Molly Grunt, and they are one's an assistant, one's a nurse. So just train. And so that was Tingle and Grunt. Grunt. What courses can you do together? Motivation course might be good. I feel like I should probably do some skills-based training, mind. Let's just add a second nurse and let's see what we've got. Injection administration. That's probably a good idea to train in that in preparation for eventually completing the research. 3 more promotions. This is my own fault for constantly training people. We're going to have to go home. Freudian lips. More psychiatry work. Are you also a psychiatrist? You are. Brilliant. Let's hire an extra doctor. Biscotti. Not just great biscuits. Well, you're going to have to wait, aren't you? Staff challenge. 90 days without a death. That is going to fail miserably. I mean, I suppose we could micromanage patients and send them home. Oh, gosh. Your health is really low. I mean, that's about as low as it gets. You haven't even been diagnosed yet. I'm not quite sure. I told them to leave. Oh, perhaps I did tell one to stay. Oops. Right, let's just have a look at you. Still needs to be diagnosed. Yep, tell me all about it. How do you feel? What seems to be the problem?
Maintenance announcement.
Have you been diagnosed? Oh, 100% certainty. That you are diagnosed with... Are you going to the GP's office now to confirm the diagnosis? Oh, you're queuing. Better bump you up the queue. We really don't want... we could just send him to treatment, but we don't know what his diagnosis is, do we? Strange game. Mock star emergency. That could be quite risky at this point because we have some... no, we'll do it. We've got 2 psychiatries. Let's take them in. Okay, time to panic. Right, let's just watch this guy and see. Oh, he was diagnosed with lycanthropy. Estimated chance of cure 62%. Staff skill. Ooh, it's really bad. Right. Let's see. I'm sure there's ways of doing things right. So,
sunshine and old-fashioned charm on
we want to find nurses.
With a belter of a track.
This is the nurses section that I've picked on.
Dismissed.
I probably want to train some nurses specifically in the pharmacy management. Let me just double check. I definitely don't have any, right? Oh no, I do. I've got 2. So where are you? You are taking a break. And this person who doesn't have it is on there. So this will be the first time I've looked at doing this, so let's see. How do I make sure... Staff job assignment. See which staff members are qualified to carry out each type of job in the hospital, and control who is allowed to do each job. For example, if you only want your best staff working in a GP's office, you can disable that job for junior staff. By default, each staff member is allowed to do every job. We don't want that. As long as they are qualified for it. Use the buttons to enable and disable each job for each person. Right, so we only want people that have pharmacy training working in the pharmacy. And so that's probably all we really need to do here for now. And we probably only want 2 with ward management as well, actually, on the wards. And then everyone else can just scrabble over the remaining rooms. Oh my gosh. What's this promotion button? Just goes hell for leather. We still need an injection room. We still haven't researched it. Right, okay. Let's train you in ghost capture. That should help with research, right? Let's train everybody. We're going to have no janitors for a while, whilst they all go and learn how to capture ghosts. And they learn from the best. Oh my gosh. These queues. Oh, and the one person we're taking in is somebody who's not part of the thing. I should really be paying more attention to this mock star emergency. Sorry. Bump down the queue. What are you sitting on her lap for? Bump her down the queue. There we go. So once this is done, we should only have Freddy, and Freddy in the queue.
Hearing such wonderful music reminds me of my youth, when I could just sit quietly and listen to songs one after the other. Well, never mind. Let's listen to some more songs.
Right, whilst that's going on, let's have a quick look at the patients around. 90 days without a death. Well, so far, so good. Where are you? Is that you there? We failed to treat you. We didn't kill you, so that's alright. You still need diagnosis, but we've got 100% certainty on that. You're very bored. I don't mind. I mean, be bored. Health is low. You've been called into the room, so that's okay. I'm going to bump you up the queue. You're already up the queue. You don't... Oh, you need an injection room. Well, you're going to have to go home, I'm afraid. You've hit rock bottom. Mucky feet. Feet so grubby that filth will never come out. Yeah, off you go. I think that's okay for now. You've got rock bottom. Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to... Okay, well I can't send you home. You're dead. I mean, you should have done your research first, really. You should have known that that was going to be your illness, and you should have known that we don't have a room that can deal with that. Silly patients. How's this emergency going? We've done 3. We've got 4 in progress. 3 and 4. Ah, that's brilliant. You're cured. You're first in the queue, and you're first in the queue as well. Excellent. Really rattling through all those people there. Ah, we killed somebody. What happened there? Did we run out of time? Unfortunately, we failed. Never mind. It was a tall order, really. You've learnt, you're still learning.
Maintenance announcement.
Where are you going? I mean, there's a ghost right there. You've just learnt. Put that training into pro word that I can't rethink of. Just totally become the opposite of a thesaurus. And of course, they all want promotions.
It's time for the news now. A leak has been discovered in one of the Meltdown's factories. Police say they may have to evacuate the surrounding region, which sounds like
Special report, 7 out of 7. Perfect.
For a few weeks.
That's probably the best we've ever done. Who are you?
I don't know who you are.
Warning. Try not to sleep in
Oh, you're a VIP that we cured. I didn't even realise we had VIPs in. Unless everybody... I think everybody had a VIP light. That's what that is. Okay, well, things really turn around here, and I think that's all we've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Next time, we'll probably move on to the next hospital. Please leave a comment with any feedback and suggestions, and remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and I'll see you next time for another episode of 2 Point Hospital. Take care.